Alright boys, welcome to the video. AI OFM or real OFM? Which one is better and why? So I've been getting a lot of questions recently on Telegram asking me, hey Demir, is AI OFM worth it? Do you do AI OFM? Why shouldn't I just start with AI OFM opposed to regular OFM? Can't I just generate a model and start fucking printing money from the sky? It doesn't work like that, boys, and I'll explain why. So point number one is OnlyFans is a household name. It is so much more popular than FanView. As soon as somebody goes to the IG and clicks on the link and sees FanView, they're like, okay, it's a robot, right? They know it's they know it's not a real girl. The reason OnlyFans is super successful and the reason OnlyFans made over $6.2 billion last year, more than the NBA, probably 1,000 times more than FanView, is because they're selling a real connection. You're talking to a real person behind the screen. The reason OnlyFans is so successful is because you can go to OnlyFans and you're buying a connection. These guys do not have that connection in real life. They might not have a girlfriend in real life. They might have never talked to a girl, right? Never had a girlfriend. That's why they go to OnlyFans, and OnlyFans provides a solution to that problem. With AI OFM, they're talking to a robot. They don't know who the fuck they're talking to, because end of the day, they know the girl's not real. So it's a lot harder to sell content. It's a lot harder to, like with real OnlyFans, you can get the model to say the fan's name. Sure, you can do that with AI, but the AI voice generation is just not great. AI OFM is not amazing because AI has not developed that much yet. Point number two is content generation, right? Content generation is going to cost you a lot of money, especially if you're using these public softwares that cost credits to use. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and you have to think of it this way. Every piece of content that you make is not going to come out perfect. Sometimes the girl has fucking 6 fingers. Sometimes her eyes are wonky. You can see that there's no life behind the eyes, right? Sometimes her face is glaring the same as mine right now, right? Fucking wipe that sweat off. But yeah, they know content generation. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and you're not getting perfect content every time. Sure, with the real model, you're not getting perfect content every time, but at least they know it's a real girl. Point number 3 is traffic. With AI OFM, you're extremely limited to the traffic platforms that you can use. Sure, you can use IG, sure you can use Threads, but as a beginner, it's super unlikely for you to master those platforms with an AI girl, right? It's hard to do, it's not easy. And these AI gurus preach that, oh, AI OFM is super easy, you can just fucking generate a model and start printing cash. It doesn't work like that, lads. With traffic, only the top 1% of guys in AI OFM are making any decent money, right? All of the students, sometimes I go to these groups and I see the student results. The student results are 2 to 4K per month, right? In their first month, in their second month. They're not making much money at all. And you have to take into consideration marketing costs, chatter costs, software costs, and content generation costs, right? All of that adds up. If they're making 4K, they're probably only making 2K profit. At that point, it's better to work a regular job. In my first month of OFM, I made $13,000 on the model's account. 50% of that money was mine because I was chatting on the account myself, I was marketing myself, everything was free in terms of marketing and chatting costs because I was doing it myself as a beginner. So the first month I made $6.5 grand. Name one person in AI OFM that has done that. Literally nobody, right? Unless the top 1% guys, like I said. But even then, like in my coaching group, we have guys going from 0 to 10K in their first month. Not everybody, but we have a good percentage of guys that do that. You cannot do that with AI OFM because it's not a real girl. There's no real connection being built, right? So I don't want to just come on here and rant about AI OFM, right? AI OFM is a shiny object. You should avoid it. I don't mean to bash the guys, but it's just not the same as real OnlyFans management. I want to give you guys a solution, right? If you're a beginner coming into the space and you don't know how to find your first model, or you think it will be too hard, first of all, that's a limiting belief, right? I found my first model in a week, hammering DMs, hammering outreach every single fucking day because I wanted it. There's no easy money in this life, guys. You still have to work, obviously. There is one solution, and I'm going to talk about that right now. So, in the last 6 months, we have swapped out all of our models to salary creators. What is a salary model? Salary model is a model either from South America, Eastern Europe, and surrounding countries, right? Where you can pay them a flat salary for a specific amount of content. If that content does not get complete, the model does not get paid. And this is a super fair, super transactional way of going about things, but it just eliminates lazy models. So if you guys have ever worked with a USA creator, you've requested content, you're waiting fucking weeks, and you're complaining about lazy models, with salary models you don't get that, because the model knows if she does not work, she's not getting paid. And it's completely fair, right? Some people might think it's a dick move. It's not. It's a business relationship. That's just how things work, right? Especially with salary models. So that's one point for salary models. Another point is it's a real girl, and you're paying her a flat fee, probably less than what you're paying for content generation for the AI models, and you're making more money with the salary girl. The main reason I see people fail with salary girls is because they just get super low quality salary models. If you guys go to the marketplaces, or if you set up paid ads, you will find a good lead, right? It will take a little while. Marketplaces are bottom of the barrel leads, right? Agency owners like myself have connections with the MMPs, and they get the top leads. So either paid ads or try build a connection with one of these model marketplaces to get yourself a salary model. And then you're set, boys. Once you have a good quality salary creator, you can run her up to 10K in the first month, 5 to 10K in the first month, and it's 80 to 90% profit margins. When you scale, obviously the margins will go lower, but you have super high profit margins, more than AI OFM with the salary models. So salary models is a solution. If you don't do salary models, you can still do percentage-based models, and you will make more money than the AI OFM. Like I said, AI OFM is a shiny object. It's for the newbies. If you're a newbie watching this video, good, you picked a good video to click on. AI OFM is just, it seems like a good business, right? It's a shiny object. It seems like a super easy business model to get into. You can just create a salary model, fucking money will just start falling down from the sky. It doesn't work like that, guys, right? Go to these groups, go to the student results that are not faked, and you will see these guys are only making 2 to 4K a month. So it just doesn't make sense. There are some use cases for AI OFM. We use a lot of AI content for promoting our real models. So we kill two birds with one stone, right? We're doing AI OFM and real OFM, but we're getting all the benefits of having a real girl behind the screen. Another use case is if you already have a successful agency, then you can get into AI OFM. Personally, I haven't, because like I said, shiny object. I like to just pick one thing and stick at it until you print a fuck ton of cash. That's what I recommend all of you guys do. Avoid these shiny object, guys. Avoid AI OFM. That being said, if you guys want my blueprint for salary models, or just you want to get into OFM in general, text me on Instagram, first thing in the description. You can apply for the coaching. We'll see if you're a good fit. Like I said, look at the student reviews on my channel. We have guys going from 0 to 10K, from 10K to 40K in a month, like crazy numbers. AI OnlyFans, you're not getting these numbers, guys. So that's it. Rant over. We're in Bali right now. We just got a new villa, getting fucking jacked, getting shredded, and making money. So yeah, Bali vlog will be out next week, guys. Keep an eye out for that. It's going to be absolutely insane. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully, if you're a beginner coming into the space, I've cleared up a couple of the myths surrounding the AI OFM space. Drop me a subscribe, like the video. You guys know the buzz. And yeah, if you guys want coaching, text me on Instagram. You can apply. Peace out, boys. See you in the next vlog, and keep an eye out, boys. It's going to be absolutely fucking insane. You're going to love it. Yeah, peace out. See you in the next video, boys. Quick flex on the AI gurus. Quick flex. Peace out, boys.